Sometimes when you sleep, you feel heavy, difficult to wake up. You try to lift your arms, but then it gets impossible. And sometimes you feel like you can't breathe enough. Sometimes you try to wake up and you just wake up to hallucinations. You feel like someone is holding or pinning you down. You see, you believed that it's actually as a result of sorcery. Well, is it? I know most of us believe that it is all about some kind of witch or witches living in our compounds, family problems and all. But I'm very sorry, you've been given the wrong notion, the wrong perception. That is definitely not about sorcery. It is something in clinical terms that we call sleep paralysis. And the question is this something that is normal or abnormal? Is it a kind of disorder? Well, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's get into this mystery called sleep paralysis. I'll grab my guys. So, what exactly is sleep paralysis? Now, for you to understand this, you have to know this firstly, that we have mainly 2 stages of sleep, although subdivided into 4. We'll leave that for now. So, the first stage is called NREM, which means non-rapid eye movement. And the second stage is called REM, so which means rapid eye movement. Now, what about these 2 guys? You see, we used to dream when we are sleeping, although not all of the times. But the point is, whenever you are dreaming, you are performing some kind of action in your dream. For example, you can be running. Sometimes you can be boxing someone. Sometimes you can feel like you are inside the fire and you are trying to run away. The point is, all these actions going on in your dream, there is nothing stopping your brain from acting it out. So, the point is, whenever you are dreaming, let's say you are boxing, it is easy for you to start boxing while still sleeping, as if something is happening with your physical body. But you are not in the physical realm then. The thing is that you are in a dream. So during this REM sleep, this REM stage of sleep, your body will start producing mainly 2 hormones, although we have more. The first one is called GABA. We call it gamma aminobutyric acid. And another hormone called glycine. Properly, we call them neurotransmitters. And the question is, what are these 2 guys going to do? What they do, simply for you to understand, for everyone to be carried along, is that they are muscle relaxants. They will relax nearly all the voluntary muscles in your body. Listen, voluntary muscles. Although whether it's voluntary or involuntary, that detail is needed by medical students generally. For the general public, forget about it. Just know that it relaxes your body muscles. That is the reason why when you are boxing in your dream, you are unable to lift your hand while sleeping to do that. When you are running in your sleep, that is the reason why you are unable to just stand up and just keep on running while sleeping. It is because the GABA and the what and the glycine, they have relaxed the muscles of the body as at the time. So this is actually called atonia. But leave that for now. The point I'm trying to make here is that why do we find it difficult to move our body while sleeping? So the point is, during this REM stage of sleep, your mind or your brain wakes up during this REM stage of sleep. You are not supposed to be awake, but your mind, your brain wakes up as at the time. And when you wake up during this REM stage, the level of the glycine and the GABA are so high. And that is the reason why you feel unable to lift your body. So you feel like you are very weak. You feel like you're unable to talk to anyone. Sometimes you try to shout for help, but the point is you cannot do that. Because all these muscles of speaking, most of them are voluntary muscles. And the glycine and the GABA released during this REM stage of sleep are already relaxing them, sending them to a stage of atonia. They cannot be controlled. And that is the reason why sometimes you try to wake up from your sleep. You know you are awake, but the point is, you cannot lift a finger. You cannot breathe properly. You start getting scared and your heart starts pumping. All these are actually clinical manifestations that comes with your fear. So the point is, what should you do if you find yourself in this kind of state? It is very simple. The first thing is try to relax and know that this is going to pass. Just try to fall back asleep and wake up later. That is the best solution. But if you feel like you have to stand up at that moment, just try to be raising your words, to be raising your fingers, the muscles of the fingers, so you can easily get them up. When you get them up, you can actually get other muscles up immediately. So overriding the effect of the what? Of the glycine and the gamma aminobutyric acid. Soft. And that is just what happens is something called sleep paralysis. It is not about some kind of sorcery. It is not a kind of witchcraft. So it is all about the body physiological mechanism. Now, in summary, or let me say in conclusion, sleep paralysis is not sorcery. It is not a kind of witchcraft. It is not a kind of spell. It is just waking up in the REM stage of sleep, where your glycine and your gamma aminobutyric acid are high. And all these two guys, whenever they are high, they relax your body muscles, making it impossible to lift them. And that stage is called atonia. So if you find this video interesting, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification icon so you can always get notified whenever we create this type of video. Until next time, guys, I wish you the very best.